Wayne is rearranging things, and that always makes me very nervous.
Oh, yes.
Alright, week 77, back to the Hamlet.
Ooh.
And another rank 5 run, this time to get to the plume, or the pen, as it might be.
Right.
Since unfortunately I think our ancestor was not quite kind enough to actually let us use a actual plume for the ancestor relic.
Let me share with you.
Ah yes, and the town fair.
I gotta tell you, nothing would make me want to take the kids out to play than seeing that that symbol,
thing,
right?
Yeah.
Also, don't forget to post and tweet and all that.
Ah yes.
For once, it's me reminding you.
Yeah. Post. And no retweet?
I might as well. You just start typing in Twitter on that browser. It'll get to ours. There we go.
There we are. And retweet.
Excellent.
We just close that down.
Safe enough.
There we are.
All right. So
it did not keep our team.
No,
That's
it never does. Yeah.
Well, for now, I'll just go ahead and take advantage of the stress relief.
Mm-hmm.
And really, nobody needs it.
Right. Isn't that always the way?
So he's a known cheat and a bane gambler, so that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just have him and Zeus both meditate, I suppose.
Right.
Actually, why not have them pray?
Mm-hmm. Or...
I don't want to do anything more because they can get some bad quirks off of that.
True. You know, flagellation has a chance of getting a damage increase, but there's nothing within.
Very zen, that Zeus. And that's all we need to worry about there. So
might as well pop some people in for disease treatment, and then also, I know we need to get rid of Ashley's compulsiveness.
I kind of like that.
Was that free too?
Indeed it is.
Ooh.
Well now.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was just stress relief, but now all of a sudden.
Okay. Yeah, time to lock in some level 6 people's positive quirks.
Let's see. We are going...
We might be here for a while, everybody.
Lorax asked if we checked the stagecoach. We did, but we didn't get a whole lot of good options.
No, nobody good.
Like the poor obelisk here, -5 dodge, fear of mankind, and -1 crit.
Yep.
In exchange for not a whole lot.
Okay, for scouting bonuses.
So, and then we don't really need the Vestal, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, that said, a faithless Vestal is kind of interesting to me. And yeah, fear of Eldritch is the big thing, because eventually that's going to be the big deal.
Only thing better would be a faithless Nymphomaniac Vestal. That is somebody who clearly missed the point.
Right. It's like the popes of the Middle Ages.
Right.
Like completely missing the idea. Anyway, let's go ahead and...
Oh. I guess it's true. Let's see if there's anybody at level... So Nilheim doesn't have anything good.
Right.
He needs a yips removed. Doing it for free might be good.
True, actually.
What can we lock in on the positive side? I guess Photomania. Lurker or Photomania, probably.
Maybe. But let's see if there's anyone else that actually has a combination of both.
Sure. Also, if we can get the treatment ward up to 3, this would probably be a good time for it, too. I don't know if you have enough busts to do that, though. Patient cells... Well, medical ward first. Yeah. Drat. We might still do that just because it's free, by cashing in some portraits, maybe. So I think we're pretty much done with portraits.
There we go. Yep. Go away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need 60 busts. That is not going to happen.
Right.
Can calm even the most tormented soul.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's funny. I was kind of thinking of locking in that Eldritch Tater for myself, but on the other hand, getting rid of Hysterical Blindness would be really good.
True.
So, it's unfortunate, but I think that's probably what we're going to have to end up doing. Yeah, we'll probably want to get rid of that for you, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, again, I would like doing that, but
Right.
alas. Okay. And then we do not want to get rid of that.
That's a bad one. Yeah.
That's... Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of that one for our Drakenel.
You just don't really have anything that's, too essential to keep on the quirks.
Yeah, it is true. Locking in is more expensive. But what we want to do is to get someone who can use both.
Exactly. Also, hey, Sprawl. The doctor is in.
Let's see.
Ashley needs compulsive gone, and...
We could do either Mankind Hater or Photomania, I'm thinking. Although Unyielding is actually kind of good.
Yeah.
I mean, extra death blow resist.
True. Yeah, I'd be fine with any of those. Hater is damage and less stress, right?
Yeah. Which is pretty good. Like, if we were going to use her against V-Wolf, that would be a good option.
Right. Anyone have Faded? Sprawl wants to know. Nobody in Tier 6, I'm pretty sure.
I'm kind of thinking of getting a Thanatophobia, though.
Okay.
Because it is locked in, and this would be the best time for... Actually, well, yeah, we don't really use her for melee. I'm thinking that, and then Unyielding.
Sure.
On the other hand, we were planning on getting rid of Compulsive for a while.
Yeah, but let's remove something locked in.
Yeah, fair enough.
We could always send her back in to get a Compulsive removed, too. And then, yeah, we want the Yips gone.
Right.
So if we're going to keep Nilheim, which we probably would do, I guess we might as well send him in.
Right. Just want to see if there's anyone else that...
Eldritch Slayer on in Cultist isn't bad.
True. And...
He has no, exceptionally bad quirks.
Right. Well, Lorax.
Yeah, we've done a pretty good job of keeping up on people's quirks. I mean,
Right.
I don't think too many people have something we feel like we have to get rid of. Flood Release would be bad.
He doesn't really have... We've also locked in a fair bit on him. Let's see.
Scattering would only be 1 point at worst because of how the thing works.
And none of these are really that good. Let's see. Dr. Sprawl?
Forget, we might want to choose our team first to see who...
Right.
Yeah. Make sure we don't send in anybody. We've already started sending in a bunch of level 6s.
Right. I don't think we had anybody to worry about that. Our current idea was to put Sway here.
And then Manuel in the back, right?
I believe so, yes.
But let's also show everybody which mission we're taking.
Oh, yes. We are taking this one. Because it is Explore 90%, which is good. And the Ancestor's Pen is just really good times.
Right.
Extra damage and crit from melee.
And more deeds than a,
Oh, Warrior of Light used to also give accuracy. That is good to know.
So basically it was a Sun Ring in quirk form. Wow.
And then what was... we weren't planning on having him, were we?
No, we were planning on having...
Lorax, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you had Lorax or Flython up. No, not Flython couldn't because of Zane. So.
Yeah, I think Lorax. The rabid Lorax.
Never cure that rabies.
Never. Okay. So now we continue to lock people's quirks in.
We say continue with only one space left.
Let's see.
And Soft would give her, I think, 2 hit points back. Oh, maybe Soft and Natural Eye. Because we tend to use Swift as a ranged Grave Robber.
That sounds good. And Grave Robber is pretty darn good.
Yeah, Natural Eye locked in on a Grave Robber, since they're already pretty accurate, it seems like it'd be a good way to be spare a slot for a different trinket. We need to give her an accuracy trinket.
Yeah, let's go for it. Wants to be a better person. Alright, so we've got 18,000 gold handy. At least some of it is going to be needed on Sway.
Right. The cruelest... the cruelest what?
What?
What's her armor? Or his armor?
Cruelest crown.
Interesting. Whereas
Lorax is
Motley
good,
Weald.
Zane is good, and Manuel is good. Very sad that Google image search has nothing for Rabid Lorax. Yeah, you'd think. You'd think.
We just need to hit it. We just need to become bigger Twitch superstars and get that established.
Oh, clearly. Let's see. My idea was to have Sway not bounce around so much. So that'd be more inspiring too.
Classic rank 3 Jester with buff, stress, and the 2 bleed moves. So we're gonna need to max out the bleed moves to get the DOT up.
True.
And accuracy for that matter too. What is the base accuracy? 110 is pretty good.
And 115 if we max it out. Which I think we might as well.
Might as well to get the extra DOT.
And then we'll have to... Because I think everybody else should be okay.
Yeah, Lorax is good. We were thinking about getting Yawp for Lorax.
But in the end, I don't think I'll go for it.
Might as well grab Demon's Pull.
Do we have anything to sell?
We should. De-equip first and then sort. And... let's see. Any very rares?
We could sell one of these.
One of the camouflage cloaks, yeah. And once you get the Ancestor's Coat, that'll probably override one of them.
Right. That should be enough.
5k is still quite a bit.
Right. Okay. We embark after we provision up.
Let's also not forget to hit the stagecoach and get that upgrade. That way we'll have one more person for after this mission.
Ah, yes. I had forgotten we actually had enough for it. There we are.
Almost done. We could get it now, actually. Trade in one crest and get that deed.
Being one...
Or a portrait.
So I think we can't trade in one crest.
Well, 3 crests to get the 1 deed.
That'll work. Yeah, let's go for it.
Sweet.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant
Alright,
cities.
that's a pretty darn nice looking stagecoach, if I do say so
We
myself.
can use this.
Alright, now we get rid of that. So we're going to have him in the back rank, which means we want...
Yep, Cursed Incense. Get the move chance increase.
Yep.
Move and debuff is his primary contribution.
Then there's some Eldritch stuff in here, isn't there?
Yes. Yeah, I would do that one. That one could work. You'd also want to consider an accuracy increase. Eldritch Slayer is accuracy, though, right? Accuracy and critical. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I think this will be fine.
Okay.
Especially since we're planning on having him with the with this one. Granted, this means that our debuff doesn't actually go off, but that's fine. At least for now. Let's see. Then we go with Sway.
This is gonna be a tricky one because you want to increase accuracy and damage, of course.
Right.
The Bright Tambourine is good, but you also might want to consider the bleed, trinket. So, what do?
I'm thinking. Oh.
And of course, we also need to decide who gets the Signet Ring.
I'm thinking that'll probably be either Zane or Lorax.
Oh yeah, probably good choice for Lorax.
Right.
Because Lorax needs the accuracy.
It does need
buff.
the accuracy. That's very true. And if Lorax is getting that, we might give Sway the Sun Ring.
Okay.
Although, just thinking, because if we have Zane with the 2 padlocks,
You want him shapeshifting, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He loses 5 HP with that one.
Although I was almost thinking about doing this too.
Yeah, we currently have nobody that can do stun, so
Right.
increasing his chance of that would also be good. On the other hand, I mean, we're also a little anemic on hitting the front if you can't transform.
Right.
So it's a tough call.
I'm pondering how much that would actually do, because I don't remember offhand how much stress he inflicts.
Basically, well, you can actually check by you can see the move.
Oh yeah.
And it increases as he gains levels. So yeah, currently they get
Plus 8. So 25% would just be
2.
2. It is 2 per combat.
2 per combat and 1 per round on him.
Right.
Granted, with Absolution, he removes his own stress pretty well.
Right. Yeah, I think that of them, being able to switch between them, like if there's a combat where I don't have him transform, then that pretty much pays for itself.
Sure.
So let's just go ahead and do that.
All right.
More damage, more speed, and the potential to stun.
Speed 12 is pretty great.
Okay, and for Hellion, I will want the ring, and then I just want damage. I'm thinking this one actually. Speed, dodge, damage.
Yeah.
That way I only need to worry about light up to 50.
Okay. So you're not giving anybody the Sun Ring?
Right.
Okay.
See, I was... Well, Let's see. This is a long dungeon. So, yeah, I don't want to have anything at 75.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Let's see.
It's a tough one. What do you think, Sprawl?
I am thinking about going ahead with the bloody dice.
Okay.
Because, yeah, the extra one would be there. And I'm thinking maybe the bracer. Because that doesn't increase stress. So that would provide the damage that I need.
Yeah? Yeah, I can see that. That's really what else would you give? Would you give Sway?
Right.
You got Bleed. Yeah, Sun Ring would be great, but if we're not using that, then...
Yeah, I don't want to go above 50, I think.
And you also don't want to do Focus Ring, because then you lose Dodge.
Right, and that is one thing you do not want here.
It's a shame, because otherwise it'd be a great choice, with a critical bonus, too. Okay, yeah, I guess in that case, then, that's probably your best choice. Weald Tactician will help out on the damage front, too.
That's true. Yeah, I just wish there was something that would also increase crit for her.
Right.
I'm not seeing it.
I think for accuracy and critical, right? You know, if we had more of those music boxes, one of those might help out there, but we only have the one.
Right. Yeah, we haven't gotten any music boxes besides that one.
So we haven't run into too many madmen either.
Right. Well, remember in the Weald fight, we ran into like 3 squads.
True.
So what do you think in the end? Damage with a bracer or lucky dice?
I think the bonus of lucky dice is just too small.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Then bracer it is.
Sounds good. Speed kind of sucks, too.
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Because I want her to be buffing as much as possible. Do I have anything that might help with that?
You know, how about you give Sway the candle for damage and speed, and give Lorax the hairpin for more accuracy and...
That's 75.
And less... Oh, that is 75.
Yeah. That said, we could give Lorax the Brawler Gauntlet.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I mean, the
2 speed does suck, but
I kind of want to... I mean, if there's any case, going after Emmanuel and Sway would probably be a good idea. So, in this particular instance, I think it'll be okay.
That's true. That's a good way to set that up, right?
There we go.
Okay. So now Sway is at 10 speed, Zane is at 12, and Manuel is at 7. So odds are, yeah.
All in all, I think this will work.
I think so.
Also rabies. Alright, let's go for it. We need food.
Lots of food. So probably 18? Or,
yeah, 18.
20. 12 and 8.
Okay.
So you don't have anything reducing hunger like the fast seal.
Right.
Okay. Probably 2 each. Anti-venom and bandages. And another herb. And then you might just do 1 holy water just for the profane altar as well as the altar.
Just in case?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because, it's why not run through the cache anyway?
And I think I'll go with the 1 more torch.
Sure.
Alright, let's do this.
Interesting team. I have fingers crossed it works out for us.
Yep, fingers crossed.
Paths are littered with poisonous traps.
Because if this doesn't work, we're going to be in trouble.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own
Let's
ambitions.
go right first.
Yeah, 90% of rooms, so we've got a... Might as well knock these off. It just means some backtracking. Hey,
There we go.
and if things go...
And this was bandages?
Anti-venom.
Anti-venom.
Yep, it's the spider webs or bandages.
That's right.
Glittering
Oh,
gold.
and we got it right back.
Sweet.
Hooray!
Paid for in blood.
Without an antiquarian, poking with things isn't a problem.
If we get Lorax killed, he'll be upset for at least 5 minutes. At least. Could be more. Cool.
It's a big dungeon.
Yep, it's long.
We like the background in the Weald.
Same here.
Spiders. Oh, okay.
Kill all spiders.
It's kind of funny. Spiders are one of the tougher ones in the first tier, and they're not too bad. And
That's right. I need to
assign our skills, right?
You can't do that in combat. That's all right. I believe.
I'll give everybody some speed and critical.
Yeah, and I think between the 3 of them, they should be okay. Maybe.
Oh, going for rake.
Actually, I think I may not need to.
The fact he doesn't have any accuracy boosting and still has an 86% chance to hit them is pretty good. 60% chance to hit. Good golly. That's a bit better.
Yeah, this could be better.
Destroyed.
At least we got the marker taken care of.
Right. Yeah, that was kind of my thought.
We're actually got a limited rank 1 damage wise. Only 2 of them can actually hit it.
Yeah, that actually is a good point.
Well, Lorax can do, we should be able to pick up the slack.
That's saying if there's only one person, it'll generally be okay.
Web. It's a tangled web we weave.
There we are.
Nice. That's a pretty crazy damage. We're doing pretty good on the supply items so far.
Or is it
Yeah, I
merely
almost want to have Sway keep Finale, but
Forget solo for the stress heal.
instead of
Yeah.
Inspirington.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I think that was everything. Right.
It's empty.
Well, we've done pretty well so far.
Yeah, 1 encounter out of 2 hallways, 2 rooms.
So far, not so bad.
Right, right. So much backtracking.
Yeah, it will be a little obnoxious. Oh, phew.
Yeah. No fumes.
And still no combat. Also no scouting. I think this may be the problem with this team.
Right, yeah, nobody's good at, nobody knows the Weald. Unlike the Ancestor, not knowing these twisted paths once.
Okay. Torch.
So what do you all think of Darkest Dungeon now that it's pretty much in its completed state? in its current state, as they say in Awakened Fate.
Your current state, you'll... Ooh. Oh, another padlock.
Let's see. Well, that's gonna be worth like over 2,000 to sell.
Right.
It's definitely worth keeping.
So I'm thinking maybe dropping the one shovel.
Drop the shovel, and we need a lot of crests. So maybe dump that holy water for it, or have somebody drink it.
Sure. Then we don't really need deeds quite so much, so...
Yeah, the 18 we get for finishing this quest will be all we'll need for the rest of the game, probably.
There we are!
Don't be so excited.
Well, I was actually getting kind of worried. And nobody here can mark, which is good.
Mm-hmm. That's true, yeah, that makes the mushroom men not too much of a threat. I mean, there's still a threat, but...
Yeah, still not something I want to mess with, but...
Now, of course, Lorax has Iron Swan, so consider that for you go after the back rank people. This treatment, I have the best odds of hitting the Madman, but 70%'s not bad.
Yeah. I think I might actually end up doing more of the Battle Ballad.
Mm-hmm. That's a whole lot of damage.
Right.
Stun the Myconid. Or Fungal Claw.
I was about to say, stun the what?
The what? Nope.
Shall not be moved. Let's see. That actually didn't increase the odds very much, did it?
It went from 71 to 79, the expected rate. It's worth the plus 8 accuracy.
Fair enough. Let's see.
Oh, if you Damon's Pull her, then that might deny that guy a turn.
There we are. We'll already deny him a turn.
Right, right. Yeah, just kind of, since it seems like they've announced the console version and they're pretty much done with adding new content to it. Because I know a lot of people were still hoping to get more heroes and everything.
Right. I'm kind of surprised that that this seems to be kind of it.
Mm-hmm. Like adding the antiquarian and then radio silence is kind of like, huh.
Right.
It's a kind of weird one to end up on.
Yeah.
And again, I think she's basically exists as a acknowledgement of the fact that money is so important in the late game.
Right.
And you have to have a means of getting a lot of it in the New Game Plus in a reasonable amount of time because you're capped on the amount of time you have.
Right. Yeah, you basically need to have someone like that in order to make it work.
Right. Then you end up with that the trick where you can just send a bunch of antiquarians in and all use trinket scrounge and then leave with more money than they came in with.
Right. Which does seem a little much. But,
you have to get through like an encounter with them, but if you have them like geared up for anything except for champion, you can eventually get strong enough so that even they won't be in too much danger.
Right. I probably should have checked to see if it bleeds would kill it. If it bleeds would kill it. Which actually means that one more hit from him and he's gone. So.
Yeah. Of course, a pile of antiquarians using Nervous Stab on somebody reminds me of the trouble we were having with killing enemies in Resident Evil 5 with how weak the knives were.
Seriously. That was ridiculous.
Oh.
Well, if there was ever a time to miss...
There we go. Weapon that cuts on its own.
And
it is not going to be
quite.
dead.
But any hit plus that will do it. So, yep, there we go.
And that it isn't dead now does not, in fact, matter.
All right.
So yeah, it seems like this isn't going to be quite as fast a team. There we go. I was hoping for him to bleed himself. I was actually expecting it. But it seems like it's going to be able to outlast most things.
Right. The only thing you'd really have to watch out for, I'm thinking, is probably going to be the Hag plus Giant, because it'll do more stress and you can heal and potentially damage too.
Right.
Ooh.
And that does...
What more X lose for it?
On guard.
Kind of annoying, but at least now we have a scouting chance.
True. Wait, do we?
Yeah, Weald, the... Oh, is it...
That's just stress.
Oh, stress, okay, whoops. I was thinking Explorer.
Yeah.
Oh, Scout and Explorer, right. Yeah. Also, I don't know if the rest of you guys disagree on this one, but or agree or disagree. But Ben and I were talking about the trap. Yep.
It wasn't on the mini map, so I thought that was something that was already sprung for whatever reason.
It was, yeah.
Well, I didn't see it, and therefore it did not exist.
But you kind of speaking of, I'm kind of surprised there weren't any quirks that interact with the surprise system.
Right.
Like eyes in the back of your head or something like that.
Or even just one for not moving, not being moved.
Right.
Just any little thing like that. And then this was the bandage.
Bandages, yes.
Eerie.
Ooh.
Ah.
I want that.
Let's see, that's rare. We could get rid of the other bandage, maybe. Or we could light the other 2 torches.
Oh, yeah, we're about ready for that.
As the light gains purchase,
so we're getting a lot of random trinkets from this. It's kind of weird.
I'm down with that.
We're eating into our profits.
It's one good thing about having... There's a hag.
Oh.
It's one good thing about having Sway there to remove stress is we can afford to basically have our Oregon Trail half rations on camping.
Right.
And stretch the food out. Yeah, probably better play than pulling the... Because, keeping the bombard from marking anybody is cool, but, Escape Cloud will blight your front rank, and
right.
That's not so good. So is it plan to kill that guy before it can mark anybody?
Yeah. Because now that I know how much damage those things can do, it's...
Yeah.
Seems pretty essential.
Yeah, pretty sure that it doubles if they... Or the range is like 50% or something against marked enemies. So pretty crazy. Nice.
Arg.
Oh, so close.
Oh, but I might be able to kill him with this. There we are.
Sweet.
That's what we like to see. And then she'll be dead when Sway Swipe hits her.
Exactly. So yeah, I think you managed that pretty well.
Yep.
That's a tricky one because the Mushroom Men have such high protection. It's hard to alpha strike them down.
Right.
But, a Lorax makes it possible.
And I'm not even going to risk that, so I'm just going to pop one of these on the head.
Sure.
This one.
Yeah,
there we are.
The accuracy increase on the Battle Ballad really helpful. I didn't think too much of it, but
yeah, that's one of the big things. When you know ahead of time that actually, landing hits is one of the big problems, then anything that increases your accuracy, especially to the entire group, is just good times.
Right. And this is one of those times where splitting your damage might make more sense, because as soon as that Mushroom Man is down, Sway can't really do anything to it.
Right.
To the other one. So yeah, it makes more sense to kind of split your focus. Just alternate back and forth on who to stun and everything.
Right.
Not have been worth it to heal Zane, but interesting choice.
Yeah, my theory is actually a little bit of the opposite of what you were thinking.
Oh?
Yeah, to go ahead and let him kill himself, and then I can focus on healing, and then these two do most of the damage.
Okay. Fair enough then. Guess there is stress to undo with the hag stuff the hag did.
Right.
Bringing down your average, Manuel. Nice.
The slow death, unforeseen.
Lorax is good too. Try to think of what all DOTs you have to worry about in the
There we are.
Yeah. In the Weald, and there aren't really that many. Just like some of the occasional blight and The spiders can do blight. They can do blight. I think the giant has poison spores that does blight.
Then Lorax to finish us off.
Sweet.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
They're literally blossoming, from the.
Use the key.
Wealth beyond measure.
I was thinking,
Awarded
not
to the
actually that
brave
useful.
and
no,
noble,
the common
how
trinket's a
you
little
like.
obsolete.
You were saying?
I was thinking to a camp first, but I think we're good.
Yeah.
Ah, 2 fights coming up here.
I think after this fight, I might camp for the first time.
Okay,
There's still a lot of
that's
dungeon
true.
left to go.
That's true. It might be a good time for the free light refill too.
For what? Oh, right.
From camping, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Okay, interesting. Well, we got.
Okay. I am going to need to light the torch for this one, most
Yeah.
definitely. Okay, so we've got...
50% protection, 30 dodge, but not much HP.
Right.
They're very resistant to bleed, though, unfortunately.
Right.
Maybe... Oh, he takes up both spaces in the middle, so
Right.
blight would only... Ouch.
I'm thinking they're very likely to be stunned.
They're vulnerable to stun, and they're vulnerable to move. You could probably Demon's Pull one in front of the ghoul, and that would let you the blight both of them.
Right.
Next turn, of course.
Yeah. So for now, I'll go ahead and stun him.
Mm-hmm.
Then, yeah, I will Damon's Pull later.
Right.
Well, right now, actually.
Right now.
There we are.
Mm-hmm. The funny thing is, you actually in the meta sense, you want the ghoul in rank 1, where he can intermix Rend with his with Skull Toss and Howl. So Rend is probably the least dangerous. But the ghouls are just bad news across the board. So.
Right. Let's see. You said they're super resistant to bleed.
Yeah, the ghouls are not, but
for now, let's just go ahead and try to take them down as quickly as possible.
well, almost did.
Impressive.
So it's dead turn after this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to worry about it too much.
Okay.
Instead,
Oh, you could finish off the ghoul with that.
gargoyle.
Or gargoyle. Oh, but no, you can't because its protection.
Right.
Reduces the damage too much. Move resistance is pretty high, actually.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's lower than dodge.
Then I'll just take it
Continue
down.
the onslaught.
So that one gets one turn and it dies next turn. So that's pretty much it.
Right. Nice. I love that protection. Aw. Oh, I can rent from rank 2. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was rank 1 only.
Nope.
Yeah, Rend is still bad, but doesn't have the crazy critical chance and stress and stun that Skull Toss does.
Right.
Instead, it does higher, not quite as high, but still high critical chance and bleed and damage.
Right.
There we go.
It's kind of funny that the ghoul, has such a low chance of resisting bleed, but
I guess these ghouls aren't actually undead; they're just cannibals.
right.
Just
Just.
just cannibals with like probably 5-inch long claws and a skull necklace.
Usual stuff. Not too big of a deal.
Right. Or Lark said the gargoyle.
Gargoyle, yeah. Yeah, might as well just have Manuel do some damage control. Also layer on the damage over time.
Right.
How much damage does that do? 5 to 10 as opposed to 8 to 14. Actually,
What's the
let's...
4 from bleed? Yeah, I think it's probably the better play.
Assuming it doesn't resist, of course. There we are.
Nice.
All of the damage over time. Also, no Jade, no Citrine. That is
Right.
not a thing that we do. Let's see. That debuff is stress. Yeah, I guess we do the room battle and we camp here.
Yeah. Aw. Spiders found their way into your pack. If he maybe hit the first one because Sway can't, that way Sway can hit the third one or the second one, rank one, or that.
Just try to take them down.
Fair enough.
That's one down.
Web.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Ooh, this could be bad. Ah!
There we are.
It's resisted the damage, but man.
Yep, when in doubt, just mark. That's what they do.
Jeez.
Let's see, that's 4 damage, so that one's dead.
And all it took was, well, not getting that turn.
Let's see, can we... Okay, so it's dead.
Mm-hmm. By absolution? Yeah,
Yep.
Definitely.
That gives him basically 18 health, which would be good right about now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that'll work. Yeah.
It might work.
Interesting he didn't want to bite to the person that was marked.
Yay!
I mean, I would no good deal with the mortality debuff for the rest of the dungeon.
Right. Now, what does that do? It's accuracy, damage, speed, and stress.
Mm-hmm.
Not as bad,
Yeah.
but still pretty bad.
Yeah, not the end of the world, but definitely definitely unwelcome.
Right. Oh, rubies.
Mm-hmm.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be
So the
beaten.
food will stack.
Right. I'm thinking... I think I might go ahead and just get rid of the bandages.
Yeah.
Grab the rubies.
Yeah, we're fairly early in a champion dungeon. Odds are we'll get more of each.
Fingers crossed.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do this and clear out some space.
A
Yeah.
spark without kindling.
that's
A
crazy.
goal without hope.
Okay.
Anger management. Definitely want some of the combat buffs, and yeah, preventing ambush would be good too.
Yeah, that. Okay.
What he said. Oh, remove mortality debuffs from target.
You know?
But it would wipe out our light to refill, though.
True.
If Zane was still hurt, I'd consider it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But... Let's see. I don't think we have enough stress to really stress about it.
Yeah. And that's why he's good at that.
Yeah.
Probably Eye of the Tiger to get some other buffs going.
On whom?
Lorax. Just to keep them alive.
Then I might do, could do Battle Trance.
Yep, Battle Transfer would work. If Lorax ever gets knocked out of position, just eat an herb. The Quickening. Could do Wound Care and take care of Lorax's Blight. How much more is she taking? 9 more, you know.
I don't think it'll be too...
Oh yeah, that would be good, right? Because then you can just remove that stress. So 20% damage is going to be really good. Could load up Lorax some more, or you could get Sway some damage, or Zane for that matter when he transforms.
For now, I think I'll go ahead and toss it on Lorax.
Okay.
Just, you know, whatever Lorax hits just gets wiped out.
Yeah, fair. It sounds good to me.
So Sway says.
Right.
I can't get over the fact that we've gotten 2 trinkets here.
The magic
Yeah.
is
Weird.
struck. A blaze